Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse. This is two collections of House Mouse stamps. First collection is the House Mouse Everyday collection, and then this collection is the House Mouse Winter collection. The Winter collection is 4 stamps. The House Mouse Everyday is 6 stamps. Now, the House Mouse Everyday, this has been out for a little bit. Let's look at the Everyday collection first then. This one is just so cute. First one is called Party Streamers. Look how pretty this is. I love this set. You can have so much fun with the color of the streamers. I followed the packaging here with the rainbow streamers. Just so much fun. I'll go further into detail with all of what I used to make that card. These House Mouse stamps fit an A2 card. Most of the time they're in that scale, okay? 5 inches wide by 2 3/4 of an inch tall. And these are all red rubber stamps. So if you use this in your Misty, you're taking out all the mats, you're taking out your grip mat, you're using the flat base, stick this on, and then you come on in and stamp it, okay? It's very easy to use cling rubber stamps in your Misty. I have this one. This is Party Time. That's so much fun. So just blowing the little part in the face. I think this is so adorable. So I made this whole party scene. Love this. It does come with sentiments. Happy birthday, party time. The first one, happiest of birthdays, let's party. But for some reason, I keep using sentiments outside of. Here I'm using a glimmer sentiment. I love this one too. This is so much fun. So cute. Brings back memories of when your child was young. Look at that. With the measurement. So this is called This Tall. Love this. This one is stamped out on some Copic Express It blending card, which Spellbinders actually is carrying Copic paper. Thumbs up, because it's not the easiest thing to find everywhere. Now, here's the funny thing. Olo markers, they recommend using Copic Express blending card. But I find, for me personally, maybe it's because I live in South Florida, it's humid here. When I color with Olo markers on the Copic Express blending card, I get bleeding. This is not Olo markers. This is Copic markers. I love Copic markers on Copic paper. That's my by far favorite. This is Olo markers right here. We'll talk about the little what's happening here because there was a boo-boo here. I use Nina 110-pound cardstock for Olo markers because it bleeds. The thicker paper, everything goes much smoother and better. Copic paper with Copic markers. For me, if you live in South Florida, maybe it's where you live type thing of how free that ink flows. Here, that's a better presentiment. Love this. And this is such a neutral card. So this could be masculine or feminine. Yay, this tall. Love this one. Again, 5 by 3.5. The other one, 4 3/8 of an inch. Roughly 3. Next one is this one, Flying By to See You. I didn't color this one up, but I did stamp it out. This is on Spellbinders watercolor cardstock. This is something new at Spellbinders. You'll get 10 sheets in a full-size cardstock pack. It is an off-white. The nice thing about this watercolor paper is that it has a smooth side for stamping like this. It also has a textured side. So it depends on what you prefer watercoloring with. So on this one, I used Flying to See You. I did it oversized. I was going to put something here or here. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. That's why I left enough space. So I stamped it out. On this one, I'm using pigment ink for watercolor. And look at that. So super cute. Let me give you a measurement of my little guy. Little guy, 3 inches tall, 2.5 inch wide. He's so cute. So I just have it here, tucked in here, and I will practice on my watercoloring for 2024. I said I'm going to watch a bunch of videos, really try to get my practicing down because I'm sort of finding my own way, which might not be the right way to do it. I'm using my glassboard craft mat to then come on with the Karen brush markers, which is also sold at Spellbinders, and I rub the Karen and then I come in with a brush and then go there. But I think I'm not doing it the right way. 2 last stamps here. Mouse Male, Froggy Throat. This is the only one I don't like because I don't like frogs. And boy, this one looks like a real frog to me. But if you love frogs, hey, thumbs up to you. But boy, this one here is just giving me like, you know how some people are afraid of spiders? Yeah, this one is giving me, oof, too much froggy goodness. He's just looking too real. 5 1/4. by 3.5 inch tall. Yeah, this one, ooh. It's giving me memories of being in biology when we dissected a frog. Oh, when they put it on the little tray and I looked at his face, I was like, please turn it over, please turn it over. Oh, goodness. I remember I told all my friends, guess what we did today in class? They were like, oh, you must have been having a heart attack. I said, oh, you just don't know. Yeah, that stamp is giving me a heart attack. But what is it called? And it's even named Froggy. Oh, okay, I'm flipping it over. I'm not looking at it anymore because now it's getting in my head. Mouse mail, 4.5 inch wide, 3.5 inch tall. This one is very interesting because you could put a heart here and turn it into Valentine's. You could put some little snow on this and then turn it into Christmas. Even though you have this, you could do this and then do like, I miss you. The sentiments is sending a special note, special delivery for Froggy Throat. What's that one? Sending healing wishes your way, get well soon. No, I can't do the frog. Sending love your way. You can do it. Up next now is the winter collection. 2 for Valentine's, 2 winter. So love. The first one I had to stamp and color. Love this one. Snuggle up. So super sweet. Look at that. I love this scene. The snuggle is real. Sending hugs. Miss you. Love. Love, love, love. 3.25 inch tall. 3.75 inch wide. A little bit over. But look how they're just so adorable. This is just for all sorts of crafting. I think this is fabulous. And then there is knit one. Little knitting and then the little mouses over here. I think this is adorable. 4.5 by 2 3/4. This is a great one if you know somebody who knits all the time to send them a card like this. Sending warm birthday wishes. All you knit is love. Oh, that's cute too. That's a cute sentiment. You warm my heart. Love that. I didn't make an example of this, but I made an example of these 3 right here. We heart you. Love this one too. And you don't even need a sentiment. You could do the thinking of you, but it's I love you. So you're already done with the sentiment. 4.5 inch wide, 3 inches tall. And finally, oh, candy hearts. Lot of coloring, all Copic coloring for my sanity, but love this one. My Olas were going good and then it did an ink dump. An ink dump is when you're coloring and you hit a spot and then the ink just blooms out. Yeah. This is too many intricate little levels, unless you color everything one color, but it looks better with the different colors, like the example. 4.5 by 3.25. Definitely worth the effort though, because look how cute that is. This is just like perfect for Valentine's. So let's start off with that one first. Look at my example. See? Very close to this actually. I had to do pink on top. This is like BG10, BG11, some yellows and some purple, and then a pop of green. I love this one so much. And my little guy is looking almost close to what is here in the photo. You see it? Love that. So this is on Copic Express blending card. Here I'm using postage edge rectangles, one of my favorite die sets, foundation die set. So this is perfect, I think, for Valentine's with this shape against the hearts and things like that. Now, right here, this detail, this was a happy accident because I thought I was going to put, I normally like Better Pressed with House Mouse. I don't know where it came from. That's just my thing. I think they just go so well together. The sentiment, love you and this long heart, comes from Sneaking a Kiss dies. One of these in here and the love you here. And then I put that little extension coming out of these hearts. And I found this pink glitter cardstock to put it on. Also some pink glitter drops. And I have pink here in the background. So this card is a little bit oversized. 6.25 by 5. So it's not an A6. A6 is 6.25 by 4.5, which I think will be one of the new sizes I'm going to explore for 2024. I'm seeing a lot of A6 goodies out there. I like cards in all different sizes. I love the 5 by 7 slimline and A2. A2 is right here with the white. If you want your card to be strictly A2, then you would come on in from where this is. And then I came in with some cool gray markers here at the bottom just to fill in the grounding, which has all the dot detail. But if you leave it in white, it'll look strange. So if you just add a little shadow. It's not hard to add shadow because there's so many dots here. So it just gives it that look. Love this one. We Heart You. Red foil cardstock. This is a Valentine card. This is my first time coloring House Mouse in black. I think this is neutral gray, Copic end markers. Here I have a little bit of R01, R11, and then up here, that's the apple. On the edging where I put the red, I also put some glossy accent. Then I did some red glitter drops. See the grounding now I did in brown because I had this one in gray. I kind of like both grounding actually. So you can do it this way or this way because this is one of those throwback die sets. What you see on this one with the dot detail is this recent one that I purchased. Scored and pierced rectangles. Love. This is not an A2. Let me tell you what this size is right here. 4 by 5 1/8 actually. So my card is 4 1/4, 5 1/2. So on an A2 base, you are getting this width. So you're almost like half an inch out. 1/4 inch here, 1/4 inch here. But I love it with that red foil. Sometimes I like when a die set is smaller because then I get to put a different color out here, which ties back into this. Fabulous. Scored and pierced. I didn't even buy this at Spellbinders. I had to buy it somewhere else because it was sold out at Spellbinders. That's how good this one is. It comes with different layers. The solid layers give you that engraved detail. It embosses in like a frame. Really, really pretty set. Love it, love it, love it. On my little house mouse, top folding A2 card. The snuggle is real. Snuggle up. This is porcelain cotton card. Pressed out with that leaf Better Press ink. I was so tempted to do black, but I always do black. So I was like, oh, let me try something different. I did green. This Better Press sentiment is hello. It made a really cute card. So I'm at 6 by 4 1/4. So this one is going in closer to an A6. This would fit in an A6 envelope. Have the greens, have the browns, separated this brown from that brown. Had fun exploring all those options. And look how cute this is. And then I purposely used Pink Fresh Studio clear drops because the clear drops look like water, but in green. I believe this color is also called leaf. Leaf Better Press ink, leaf clear drops. The sentiment at the bottom. This is on bisque cotton card. Reason I use bisque because the brown with the beige, I think it fits in here. So it's like, hello, delivering warm hugs. So this is a nice little card to give somebody. I put the gray in the background to be neutral. When I put it on like brown, it just wasn't looking right. So I kept it like gray just to keep everything cool. Delivering warm hugs. That's from the Merry and Bright sentiments. You press this one time and you die cut this one time. So even though it's a lot of Christmas sentiments in here, there's some that you can use for winter. Delivering warm hugs, warm and cozy wishes. I was going between these two. I like this one because of the sizing too. And I love the little flags with it as well. So I had fun with this card. Yeah. So that one does incorporate a lot of Better Press in all of these goodies. Next, let's talk about the first card that you saw. This one, which is also watercolor. See how the Karen Brush Marker Pro really gives bright color? It's a big box of those Karen markers. But you don't have to buy the whole box. You can buy parts of the set if you want to sample it. The sentiment is from here. Fancy sentiment strips, Better Press plate and die. You press this and cut it out. I love these. And here I'm using Happy Birthday. This one gives you like a all year round sentiments. Anniversaries in here, Christmas is in here, all sorts of good stuff. No, actually I didn't press this. Even though you can press it and cut it, this black cardstock, I glimmered it. That's opaque white hot foil roll. In the background here, this is a die set that I had brought out because this was a super steal in the after Christmas sale. It might be in clearance now because this is on the way out. There's a whole set with it. All they had left at Spellbinders was this one. Hem stitch rectangles. It's not an A2, so it is going to be like 4 by 5 1/4 inch. So the A2 will come out here with the black cardstock. You have this layer and then you put the drop in and then you get this beautiful dot detail that you can put contrasting color behind here. In my case, I'm using purple behind here. Not a hot pink. I was putting all different colors of cardstock and the darker purpley burgundy worked here in the back. So that's the fun with this is that you can have a fun color peeking through in here with this beautiful dot detail. Then I came in with my die set. Garden wreath add-on. I use my garden wreath bow here. This is a hot pink foil cardstock and I put it right here with the sentiment. I had all that white space, so I put a bow on it. I finished it off with some hot pink clear drops in that spot. I think this ties back to this with the pink. I did paint this all with those Karen markers. Love this. I love how intense the markers get too. So you could water this down if you wish. I do like this and then I pick it up and bring it on, but I could have put more water and get it lighter if you want the colors pastel. So the beauty of the Karen markers, you can get both intense and pastel from the same color. Just add more water to it. But at least you can get intense without having to build it up like crazy, like what I was having problems with the Zig before. Alrighty, moving on. This one is a simple card, but I love it when it's just straightforward, clean like this too. Copic Express blending card. Copic markers. Here in the background, I'm using notched corner frames. So I use the largest one, which comes out to a full A2. So this is 5.5, 4.25. It is a top folding horizontal card. In here, I'm using gray cardstock. I like to go a little bigger when I'm doing something this big to then give me room to put a die on and finish it like I did with this. Here's to another year. A little message sentiment. Love this one. I think this was like one of the first sentiments with coordinating die sets that came out when the Better Press came out. So fabulous. So this is porcelain cotton card, black Better Press ink. There's the sentiment and it fits perfectly right here with the ruler. I think that's fabulous. I could have put it over here, but the ruler was open-ended. This has grounding. Up here it was open-ended. You see what I mean? I just kept it with the sentiment. Here I'm coming on with some Pink Fresh Studio glitter drops, but it's like a ombre glitter drop. Just to add a little contrast color, seeing that I have the gray out here. Love. And I love how my pencil looks like a pencil. Let's take a look at that pencil. Last card. Oh, this card gave me such anxiety. I colored up my images. This face was that face. This is Olo markers driving me crazy. Colored up my mice. Had the grounding done. Coming in for this part, right here, is where the drama happened. And this is a dark teal. Coloring here, and then I had an ink dump. If I didn't put this on here and showed you the back of this, you would have seen it like this. That's why his cheek is looking so crazy and his face is darker. Let's go into a quick little sidebar about the Olo Zero marker. Copic has their colorless blender. Olo has their colorless blender, which they call the Zero marker. I had said it before when I first got the Olo markers. I'm going to now say it again. Use the Copic colorless blender. Treat yourself to one of those to work with your Olo markers. Because Olo colorless blender, not only does it remove like an eraser, the little mistake, like let's say this brown went out here. So because it doesn't have that filter, it's free flowing, it spreads. So when the dump happened and I was cleaning this little spot up, oh, that little zero marker was spreading this even more. It was just blooming. It was driving me crazy. And I was like, this is why I should have used the Copic marker to come in and clean it. So I would say, even if you have all the Olo markers and you're super happy with your Olo markers, if you're having any issues of when you use that zero marker and everything starts bleeding out, even worse than cleaning up, get yourself a Copic colorless blender then. It won't be expensive just to get one marker. And then I had to darken his face to cover all of this here. Teal green. Well, it turned green because it was mixing with this color. Then I came in with some white Jelly Roll pen just to even cover it up more. So you really don't see it, which is crazy that you don't see it. I'm like, I'm not starting this card over. I'm going to save it. So this one is Party Time. To finish off this whole card, I'm using my birthday wreath add-on. I'm using the streamers in my set and also these little doodads. So streamers are here. Doodads are here. I did the doodads because we have doodads down here too, little confetti. So it's like confetti with the doodads. And I kept this colorway, and put a pop of yellow. Then put a little bit of gems in the center, some silver mixed gems. The sentiment. This is a fabulous Glimmer of the Month from November. Love this set. All you need sentiments. You glimmer it once, you die cut it once. This does not use a lot of paper, so you can make multiple sets out of one sheet of cardstock when you're glimmering this. I love this one. Here I have black cardstock, opaque white, hot foil roll, happy birthday. Then I have the streamers coming from it. So this is how you save an image. It's not perfect, but If I didn't tell you all of this, would you have noticed that this bloomed out like crazy? To finish off this card, I'm using Precision Layering A2, A, and B right here. See that layering? This is A, this will be B, or vice versa. That's how you get that 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch total gap, and then on each side, 1/16 of an inch. Love this set. 16 dies. This was on sale recently. This wasn't. If you want to get this, this is something that I had in my wish list at Spellbinders, and then it went on sale one day and I was like, you know what? It's time to get it. Have not looked back since. This will be your little crafty helper. Even out here, the largest one in the A2 set A is a full A2, 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch. This set, 5 by 7 matting basics A and B, is actually what I used here, and I forgot to say that. I used one of them in here for this one to cut it down. When you use a trimmer, when I have the sentiment this close, it's very easy to go wonky with it. So I said, no trimmer. I'm going to use a die. I don't remember which one, but I'm just going to grab one. But think of it like this. Because you see how I can frame it now? Because I have this is another one that you can also put in your Spellbinders wish list. Anytime these go on sale, these foundation dies, I always let you guys know, because ever since I bought all 4 of these, I have not regretted it, not one day. And I'm like always wanting to shout it out to you guys. Hey, these are fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. And you can still even use these 5 by 7 on an A2 size card. They're that good. Alrighty, crafters. I think I covered everything. So these are all my house mouse goodness. Favorite card has to be this one. The one that took me the longest is a favorite. Isn't that funny? Because I had to color all these little bits, but I was having fun. Alrighty, crafters, so I have my 6 cards here. I had fun here with all things House Mouse Everyday Collection, and House Mouse Winter Collection. Can you tell? I think these are fabulous. Use some of these, obviously, for birthday cards. You can use them for Valentine's cards. This could also be great for fall and during Christmas as well. Love it, love it, love it. Everything will be detailed and linked below. Thanks so much for watching. And if you are new to my channel, please like and consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you can get to see all my content. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.